To be fair, I agree with Cappy. I don't necessarily prefer one over the other. I've played both and I like both. So I think having it as a toggleable option is nice. Just to make both types of people happy. That's why I like a lot of the more modern games are coming with just tons and tons and tons of toggleable options. It's really great. Have I tried crafting any piece of gear yet? Let's see. That's crafted. This one was not. I found that one. I crafted the helmet. I did not craft the chest piece. I did not craft this. I've crafted one of everything at least at multiple times. I just keep finding stuff that's better. So yeah, I've done a fair bit of crafting. Cobra? That's poison. Whoops. Pick that up. You just prefer games that are more immersive and increase your sense of wonder, and usually it's when you get when you get less info. You wanted to phrase it in an antagonistic way. Fair enough. You should have said after you've maxed out smithing and sagecrafting. Yes, I have. My chest piece, I found the chest piece, but all the gems are manually crafted. So I crafted the flawless gem, both regen gems, and then the subjugator. Epic. But it came, the chest piece itself just came with all the slots. But yeah, I've got, I don't know if you've seen this. Maxed out alchemy and blacksmithing, maxed out persuasion and sagecraft. I'm about to max out detect hidden on my next level up, and then I'll probably work on... I'll probably go to lockpicking next. Just to get the auto succeed on forcing locks. So I don't have to lockpick as much. Tracker's draft. Detect hidden. I don't need that. I've almost got that maxed out. Why would I need to increase my level by 3? Auto succeed while forcing a lock. Sounds like I'm just smashing it with my hammer. Well, I didn't think about that at first, but now that you said it, that's what I'm gonna picture every time I do it. Yeah. Unlock chests. Bam. What's this place? Hello. Oh, it's the House of Sorrow. Okay. Cool. There's... Oh, Sag. I can't go in.
Solemn, solemn, hallowed tree, glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
And so another mortal approaches, even as this one's blood has yet to dry. But my desire to extinguish mortal life has yet to be satiated. Come, you seem a warrior. Why not fight me?
Okay.
Excellent. I hope you provide more of a challenge than this pathetic wretch did. Enough of this farce. I have fought more than enough mortals on your terms, on your ground. Let us see if you are as powerful in my domain. We will finish this fight in my hollow, Tyne Hill. The magics of the Midden run strong in that place. I will be unbeatable!
Bro, I hit him once. I hit him once, he's like, fuck it, I'm out.
You did it! What no one else has done. You actually bested that monster. It is much to ask, but none in our camp have been able to stand against him. You must answer his challenge. Fight him again. Kill him, for the sake of our mission.
I can do that.
He's a Winter Fae. We do not know his name. He comes and butchers one of us, and makes the rest watch. Calls it justice. We don't know why. He just picks one of us, gives them a blade, and cuts them down. Alpha or human, fighter or no.
Seems like a great guy, I guess.
Plurican has its dark places, but the Midden, it's hard to even stand here. I don't know how you make it look so easy. But we've been sent here for a reason, and we'll stay until we see it through. We weren't very many, but we were sent by the Alpha Command, ostensibly to make sure the Tuatha didn't have any positions out here. But there was another purpose. We were to try and find a way to give the bodies of our men a proper burial. Suppose I'm the only one that still holds rank around here anymore. My brother Gilman was leading us, but...
Is he dead? Did he die? Tell me how he died. I know this is uncomfortable for you, but bring up all these old wounds, please.
I hate that damn thing. The Tuatha are using it to lord our own dead over us. I aim to do something about it. We don't know. He's not Tuatha, but he damn near fights like one. He's been coming here, dueling us one by one. There's some sick point he means to prove by gutting us. And those he doesn't kill outright are dragged back into the Midden with him. Please, we're scouts, not seasoned fighters. We can't complete our mission if this headsman continues picking us off.
Yeah, I'll kill him.
Thank the gods. If he called you to Tyne Hill, then that means you'll have to fight him there. But be warned, this Fae uses magics we haven't seen before. It's like he's feeding on the energies of this place. Or worse, there are those that fall to the headsman, but then there are others, prisoners. What he does with them in Tyne Hill, no one knows. He's in Tyne Hill. Find the headsman. Finish him.
Finish him.
Mitharu blessing.
I got.
Praise be to Mitharu, and may his blessing be upon you for visiting this humble camp. I am Krieger, a humble cleric of Mitharu. I have accompanied these noble Alpha in peace, and I would make use of you in my mission if you are willing. I'm a humble servant of Mitharu. My abbot asked me to refrain from coming here, but I knew someone had to bring faith to those who suffer. I thought to count the dead, so the history might know the enormity of the bloodshed. But even that has escaped me. A grotesque monument. That the Fae worship trees is barbarous enough, but does this House of Sorrows find it so saintly to treat bodies so? The world needs to know how many of Mitharu's children gave their lives to fighting these heathen Tuatha. You will find an earring upon each soldier who has been slain. Bring the earrings to me, and I will be able to tally the dead. I'm glad to have you collect the earrings from them and go with the gods.
That's just a task now, right? Yeah, Alfar earrings. I don't care about that.
Wait a moment. You are not part of the army, are you? What are you doing here? No matter. We are injured here and need someone fit enough to venture into the Midden to recover some important reconnaissance. Somewhere in this mess of bodies is the corpse of my former scout, Venris. He was carrying the information when the Tuatha caught him. Even if you knew what Venris looked like, it would not make finding him amongst all these bodies any easier. The wolf knows Venris's scent. He can track it through the Midden and lead you directly to the body.
Why don't you do it?
Very well. I'll release the wolf now. Follow him and make sure nothing happens to him before he finds Venris. Without him, we have no means of singling Venris's body out from all of the others. Please, hurry!
Yo, trash!
And they sleep beneath the limbs, while we sing these mourning hymns, as the dead embrace the land in the earth's embalming hand.
I like how he led me all the way over here and then is now leading me back. Come on, dog. And back up again. One thing I wish they would do with quests like these is make them less obviously a loop. Like, you're designing the map and the quest. Can you make it less obvious that you're just running me around in circles, please? Good job. And that guy got wrecked. Might has an AoE. It's not very good. It is slow, hard to aim. And late game. I guess that's why they give you so much armor. Because they're like, what does it matter? Like, he doesn't have an AoE, let's give him a bunch of armor instead. Which is fine. Brimstone barrier. Trash. Great sword charge attack is cool, yeah.
Thank the gods you were able to recover the reconnaissance. When the Tuatha tossed Venrison here, I feared all might have been lost. Take this. It is not much. Farewell.
Okay, bye. Hey, I got some earrings, bro.
Hello once more, Wanderer. Very well. If you find you have to go with the gods...
You're back!
Let's see. Go to the proving halls. Alright, we do need to go back to Nelson Shear.
It is the hero of Melson. Here, catch it another time then.
Where's this guy? He's over here. Great sword charge attack does AoE. It's also AoE with its slicing. The hammer does AoE, a light AoE, and then a bigger AoE at the slam. And then my spell on 5 is AoE. The spell on 3 is a cone. It's 5. 5 is Wrath. Yeah, jump skyward, hurling enemies with you into the air, slamming back down. Button mash to do increased damage. So, like, if you get closely surrounded, you can lift everybody up and smash them back down.
A journal? Let me see. This book looks like it might belong to the man who saved my life. He speaks of a brother in a place called the Icebrine Coast. Perhaps when the war is over, I will travel there and tell this man how his brother died. Thank you, champion. This book...
They're definitely not as good as the, not as good as the spellcasting ones. Way over there. We can go to the Proving Halls and Foe's Hearth. Let's go to the Proving Halls, I guess. Do that quest. Oh, there's a trainer right here? What do you train?
You have come, the winter fate. Remember. Please, mortal. Remember.
You?
Mortals now walk the midden. Where once they never tread sorrow's guide. We have need of your kind.
Oh, you got down to 0 mana cost and just spam that all the time? Yeah, that would work. Yeah, because there's a bunch of items that are like mana cost reduced by 20%, mana cost reduced by 30%. You do that until the mana cost is reduced by 100 and just fucking go ham.
And so you have come, whether to aid the house or rain punishment on the Tuatha, I do not know. That you are here is enough. To assuage your confusion, I am Bizarrain, king of the house. During your trials, I will observe and communicate to you through this medium.
Okay.
This is about you, of course. You are the only mortal to be given a chance to join the House of Sorrows. But do not think such an offer is given out of honor or respect for you. What drives me to this offer is what brought you here. Necessity.
What do you want me to do?
What you do is of no concern to me. What I hope to evaluate is what you are, to know how you might best help the house. I have locked the way behind you. The way forward is your only path out of these halls. I can tell you no more, other than that I will be watching.
All right. It's like every other quest. Kill everything, loot everything. Flawless Greaves. 119. What, 35 more armor? I need to make a new pair of boots. All my boots suck. Alright, see you later, Trika. Have a good one, man. Be back tomorrow.
Help me, mortal! The beast will kill me if you do not help!
Just trying to run away.
Beast roam these halls, mortal.
Once these lands were quiet, gentle. Now they mean to kill all that tread upon it, even the Winter Fae. My people have lived in peace for decades, centuries. But now we're awash in war and corruption, and we cannot stop it. I do not know. The Midden, it has been sullied. We've never feared such assaults until recently. Wait, what was that? It is here!
Yeah, they can be. Fine Prismere? Still trash. That plus 30% armor gem is insane! Be a while before I replace that.
So you have completed your first trial. Your actions spoke volumes, but your reactions are just as pertinent. You killed the creature that was chasing that woman. Why? It would be at great fault if I did not know something of you, the mysterious mortal without a fate to call his own. Your lack of fate is intriguing, I will admit. And although it is why I summoned you, it does not represent the whole of your nature. Hence, the need for evaluation. Ahead, you will find a Fae of Sorrows succumbing to poison. I am interested to see what you make of him.
I thought he said he wasn't going to tell me what I was going to run into. He immediately tells me what my next one is. More junk. If I ever play this again, I'll probably go with an archer. I think archery would be cool.
Please, are you the mortal that Bizarrain has brought to aid us? The one he has promised? Thank mercy, I have been poisoned. But now that you are here, you can kill me. Please, end my suffering.
You want me to kill you?
Please, mortal. I know it's strange, but the Fae are not like you. Death is different to us. I will rise once more in time, but killing me will let me escape this suffering.
What happened?
I do not know. It is some poison. In other times, the Fae would not be vulnerable to this. But we are weaker now. We are prone. I could have walked from this once. But now...
A might archer or a sneaky one? I didn't even think of that. Are there might bows? Who did this to you?
I do not know. Everything is blurred. I do not even know where I am. It must have been him. He does whatever he cares with his subordinates. It was Bizarrain. He was meant to save us from the Tuatha, to preserve our oldest traditions, to protect the Winter Fae. You will just let me suffer. Cruel.
Yep, and he doesn't exist anymore. It wasn't a real test. Well, it was a real test, it just... he wasn't real. I'll probably lean more heavily towards finesse, based off of, like, crit chance and crit damage. Go that way with it.
So, you spared the sword. I wonder, was it some sense of honor that stayed your blade, or something crueler?
Why is this trial needed?
To see what you will do, clearly. Now, do not waste our time with unnecessary questions. You have reached this chamber at last. The time of trial is over. No more apparitions, no more questions. The House of Sorrows has always held a precarious position in this world, and now we hold on to it by the tips of our fingers. You think you have broken the Tuatha's grip on Cluracan. You have not. Even now, the Winter Fae and the House of Sorrows are subject to their malice. I am the King of Sorrows. I have held dominion over these halls, over this house, over the Winter Fae who dwell here. But the war upon Cluracan has sapped me of my strength. Should these times continue, I may become nothing. Nothing at all. Because there are trials that I can observe from afar, and others that I must see at hand. We have reached the trial that I must be present for. if I am to test you truly. What you need to do and why you must do it are two very different matters, mortal. I deal in instructions, not explanations. Nor could you have fought me if you had chosen to do so. What you see before you is but an apparition.
Okay. Why are you being so weird, dog?
Now that your trial has concluded, come with me. The Tuatha have yet to break down our doors, but I would not put that past them. The house is poised to collapse from the Tuatha's dissension and destruction, and I need one to help us. Your reactions were real, but the Fae with whom you interacted, Tybri, Kadarok, and myself, were not. They were but apparitions of the Fae you will come to know in this house. As facsimiles, the apparitions were appropriate enough, but I think you will find their real-world counterparts more complex.
Probably not.
Then welcome to our ranks, mortal. The Hearthstone I gave you at the start of the trials will now reflect your affinity with us. Come, join me at the House of Sorrows. I will show you a world stranger than you have ever seen.
Didn't I sell that? Oh no, he gave it back to me apparently?
The Far Kelidae they call themselves. The Faithful. They take the Fae of Winter and craft them into an army. But they know little of true devotion. The Prince of Sorrows once, but now, no longer. He wages a war against the Tuatha with little support, but his own strength. Perhaps that is enough for him, but the only thing he will weaken is the house's morale. My summer brethren embody the growth and progression of nature. As such, establishing the Summer Realms came easy to them. But the Winter Fae bear the burden of regression and decay in their essence. Left alone, they would never be able to overcome such a weight. They could never unite. The house's founder, the Weeping King, took on their sorrows and freed them. We carry the burden inherent in the Winter Fae, so they can achieve greatness. To your kind, it is a celebration of war. But before your mortal corpses were hung there by Tuatha, it was the emblem of our house's duty. The most reverent corpses were placed not in the midden, but hung upon those boughs to show all of nature that we still revere our essence of decay. But like all things in these lands, the tree has been defiled by war. Saturnin took our greatest symbol and turned it to filth. He is the agent of the Tuatha, and though he bears their allegiance, his appearance is that of a Winter Fae. I am certain of it. I know little of him, but of me and my house, his knowledge is wide and deep. With every action, he reveals that he is merely toying with us. He is not a type of foe I am familiar with, for he does not attack outright. Instead, he instills fear and despair. If we are to discuss the plight of the house, I will do so at his heart. Come, meet me in the main hall of the House of Sorrows, and we will speak more.
Okay. I'm in. Yeah, I've always preferred more, I don't know why, but in games like this, I've always preferred more brute force, heavy armor, big weapons than I have stealthy or magic. Which is weird, because when I play D&D, I almost always play a low-tier magic user.
I am here.
Greetings, mortal. I am a tender of the Midden. I have been instructed to offer you what insight I can give about the art of dispelling.
Oh, the spelling. Okay. I think the reason I go to like the low difficulty casters in D&D is because no one wants to play them.
What is needed?
And everybody else wants to be like the big brooding guy because he doesn't have so many options to choose from. It's just hit it with a big stick. So I never get to play that in D&D, but
Greetings.
I have a task for you. Of late, there are many in this house who have come to view my authority with disdain. As such, there is need of someone unbiased by our house's history and the traditions therein. Someone such as you. We must move quickly. The Tuatha will not hold their strikes for long. Let us stop their next blow. The House of Sorrows made a pact with the Tuatha. They would not interfere with us if we did not interfere with their war with the Alfar. Of course, the Tuatha did not trust us, so they insisted that a new king be appointed to the house, one agreeable to both parties. In the end, I was the one chosen. I was to be king. But in answering that call, I have been labeled a traitor by many within the house.
when I say D&D, what do I mean? Dungeons and Dragons. Actual, like, tabletop RPG stuff.
You fail to understand. Although the Tuatha wage war with us, as they have with the Alfar, they do so by other methods. Our enemies are subtle. They target individuals, not armies. They strike at convictions, not cities. And by doing so, they can retreat to where we cannot find them. For all our years of struggle, we know only this: that our enemy is led by a Tuatha agent, Saturnin. He is the master of this shadowy coup.
How do we find this guy?
We cannot right now. He hides himself and covers his tracks well. But I have a lead which you will investigate with one of our delvers, Tybri. A tender, Catarak, has fled the house and killed a fellow member in doing so. I suspect Saturnin's influence, or perhaps that Catarak might be Saturnin himself. Bring Tybri to the body of Catarak's victim. Though dead, the sorrows will remain on the corpse. The sorrows can lead us to Catarak.
Okay.
Greetings.
So where is this lady? He's over here.
Keep the sorrows.
Oh, she's all the way over there. Goodness. Alright. Well, let's head in that direction, I guess.
Mitharu bless.
No, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Wooden gravestone standing tall by the sorrow's weary hall. Are the leaves now bearing fruit? Will the dead now follow suit? Are the Alfar nature's meat food the ravens meant to eat? Why do soldiers hang like tears? Why Tuatha covet fears?
Okay, let's do detect hidden, I guess. Itchy nose. Lore stones and treasures are displayed on the minimap. Okay. 3 skill points. Max that out. Now I can get Warlord. "25 melee attack damage to 30. 28 block efficacy to 30. Stun duration increased by 3%. Chance to stun increased by 3%. And I also get automatically resurrected when killed at 20% health. Health drains until an enemy is killed. That sounds cool. Do that.
So, you were the mortal. There were whispers that Bizarine had welcomed one of you amongst us. But to pick the siege breaker, I am awed. I forget myself. Bizarine has made his wishes clear, and we must do as he asks. Are you ready to begin?
Sure, why not?
I am Tybri. I have only 2 centuries to my name. I was asked to join the house because of my abilities. I can hear them. The sorrows in people. The essence of decay and ruin that precedes winter. I can even hear the sorrows faintly in you. Few delvers are left who can hear any sorrows at all, but never have any claim to hear them as much as I. Many believe me to be a liar, or an abomination. The Midden was once a sacred place for the House of Sorrows, for all Winter Fae, where the bodies of the dead were left to decompose. Our bodies do not rot as mortal corpses do. So when Saturnin placed the bodies of mortals here, they putrefied, corrupting the Midden. Scavengers and beasts now roam the Midden, and the body we seek is deep within. I must have someone to watch my back. Farewell.
I like how that lady was like, "I need you to watch my back," and then she just hauled ass out of here. Like, lady, I'm taking meds. Oh, she's like 10 feet behind me. Okay, never mind. Bro, he's dead. Is she sure she needs my help? Seems to be doing just fine without me.
The body is here. I must begin my work. but the magic is sure to draw the wild fae in the area. Hold them back while I commune with the sorrows. Farewell. It is done. Cadoroc's sorrows left a strong impression on the corpse. He is hiding in the Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. You should go there, but be wary. The impression Cadoroc left on the body was conflicted. Something is not right here. I will return to the house. With the beast beaten back, it should prove safe enough now. He is the Faithlog Tocht, the choking vine. He reaches from briars dark and unknown to strangle the life from us. We, are the backbone of the house. Delvers can look into the essence of Winterfell, find the sorrows within, and take upon that burden. The Weeping King was the first to perform this function. The Delvers witnessed his powers, and imitated as they could. Only now, no Delver has this art, save for me. The dead do not speak lies. Cadoroc has gone to Siren Crypt in the Drowned Forest. It was once a mighty fortress, but like all things in this war, it was reduced to ruin. Lesser, cruder beasts and beings walk its halls now. For Cadoroc to hide there, it makes little sense. But from what the sorrows told me, it seems as though he had nowhere else to go. Farewell.
Okay, well, interesting. Okay.
Hanging, hanging gallows tree, spreading baleful tyranny, ruined terror of the war, hallowed ground, for nevermore.
Hi.
The jester of the King of Winter, the fool who made a mockery of life, of everything, languished in a discontent. He heard the whisperings of power, felt its pulse. He saw visions of an endless winter, of a totality of nothingness. He was Gadflow, and he would follow the cycle no longer.
Again?
I have waited for you, mortal. It is not the nature of my kind to anticipate. And yet here I am, with these emotions thrust upon me. I have only just awoken in this plane, and yet I find change, chaos running rampant. Who are these Tuatha? What has happened to our midden? The Winter Realm is racked by war, my people's magic in decline, and mortals scurry over my homeland. A travesty that I must right, one mortal at a time.
No, you don't have to do that.
There is an order to all things. Summer to winter, growth to rot. So it was when I last walked these lands. What has happened while I slept is an affront to nature. The Fae declining while you mortals wage open war with them? Impossible. The Winter Court is sundered. If these Tuatha care not for the natural order, then I shall restore it. Come deeper into Tyne Hill and witness the strength of winter.
This guy seems stable. Well, interesting. Even with the plus 20% physical damage and the plus 7% total damage, it still does less damage than this one. Strange. Okay. Stop running away from me. I hate your stupid faces.
And so you arrive. That you made it all the way to this chamber unscathed is just another reason why you must be killed. Or perhaps I won't kill you outright. The strongest I keep on the edge of life, to use their energies to sustain this place, to rebalance the scales. It will. I shall throw you to the soil, and it will leach your strength. And this land, this people, will be strong again.
Well, that didn't work out the way he had wanted. I always like when they're like, hey, you're that guy that killed that Baylor that was attacking the city that an army of literally hundreds of us could not kill, right? And you killed him just by yourself? I think I could take you. I'm just like, bro, what logic are you using, man? No, this one's better. There was a slight chance you could have outdone yourself, but no. Like, you've literally watched me murder hundreds of people that are all considered, like, ultra-powerful people with just me and my stick. And you're like, I got you where I want you. Like, if I got my stick, you don't have me where you want me. People? Man, that's not cool. Why you gotta be like that?